Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got a foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers, all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.
And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. How are you doing this evening, Dick and Michael? Doing very nice. Happy to be here with everyone, and happy to greet everyone in Los Santos. We are very proud and happy to be your new Weazel News co-host team over here, and we're gonna have a very fun time. Would you like to talk a little bit about your background, Dick? Hang on, they can't hear you guys, of course. Alright.
Mr. King, would you like to give us some introduction to yourself?
Alright, Mr. Dick, could you repeat that one more time? I apologize. My microphone was not feeding over the radio correctly.
It is all right. It's all right. Like I said, my name is Dick Dashley. Just transferred in from Liberty City about 3 weeks ago. While I was there, I was reporting on all the seditious underbelly of Liberty City. And so they felt my talents could be used here in Los Santos. So I plan on continuing my wonderful expertise on the underbelly of Los Santos and everything going on in Blaine County. And hopefully we can expose some of these dirty secrets.
Wonderful. Alright, how about you, Mr. Michael?
Well, I am from Vice City. I came in through the whole cartel thing with my dad and my mom, both involved in weapons and drug smuggling, and I decided that I didn't want to be part of that life, so I moved up here to Los Santos and found a job here at Weazel News, and here we are today.
Wonderful. Happy to have you both here. My background, I was a reporter on the streets, also out in Vice City area. Dick and I have not known each other before now, though, so it's very nice that we are been able to cross paths here. I did mostly street work, so I am happy to be in the studio with you all and on the streets here in Los Santos. And we have a lot of different and amazing things happening in the city. You know, Vice City was a very bustling city, and so is Los Santos. And now we get to, go out to a much broader audience now, reaching all the way from Paleto Bay to the docks of Los Santos. We're going to start with our weekly report of different things that have gone on in our community this week. Dick, would you like to touch a bit on that in your story?
Of course, of course. Down near the Davis station last week, we had a major, uh, what's it called? Good old fashioned chop shop got busted up. I was there on scene getting great footage of it, and the law enforcement rolled in. There were several vehicles just caught and impounded. I believe there was a couple of thugs that drew weapons and firearms on the law enforcement, and unfortunately, I know one of them. He just happened to pick the wrong time and the wrong officer to pull a firearm on, and unfortunately, he had to go meet his maker. So, but kudos to the local law enforcement cleaning up the chop shops here in Los Santos, and maybe they can continue on cleaning a lot of chop shops up in Sandy Shores, Paleto Bay, and maybe clean up that little cannibal area up around the mountains.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we're very, very happy and thankful for the amazing work that our officers do in the city here. How about you, Michael?
Yeah, I want to touch on a little bit of news out of Mirror Park, if you know where that's at on the map. But here in Los Santos, there's a new club in town. It's called the Irish Pub. If you haven't been there, go check it out. Amazing good food, a lot of Irish based theme. A new pool table was put in the other day, so that's kind of fun. A lot of stuff to do there. And the owner is a good friend of mine here in Los Santos. So go check him out and you know tell him that Michael sent you.
Very nice, Michael. Thank you for that. And in other news, we have had a lot of different things going on in the community. As always, we want everyone to be as safe as possible, and we do appreciate our law enforcement again for keeping us safe. There have been a lot of different. Kind of crimes in the area, and as most of you guys know, there has been a high spike in, you know, females going missing and things like that. So always just keep your your eyes and your ears open. And be very vigilant about where you're walking. If you are alone, definitely go with someone so you know that you are safe in those kind of areas. The SAHP is still looking for a woman by the name of Olympia Sharp. She is about 5'4", brown hair. So if you do see anyone in the area, please call their landline immediately and inform them. In other news, we had great work done by our SAFD last week, where they and the law enforcement teamed up to deal with a suspicious package at the courthouse, which was successfully uh, demolished and taken care of before it affected the courthouse itself. So we do thank all of our law enforcement and our firefighters out there.
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. That was crazy, Scott. I
Yes,
couldn't
it
believe how
was. Yes,
crazy
it
that
was.
was.
Yes, it was. But great job done by Keith McGroin and everyone there. All right, looking a little bit on our weather. Weather in Los Angeles this week. Well, we can't really predict the weather. It's sunny one minute, raining the next, raining cats and dogs the next minute.
Lightning
So,
and thundering the next minute, and you never know.
yes.
It
So
could even
At
snow.
least it's not snow.
that is
Wait,
correct.
at least
So,
it only snows like 1 month out of the year, so thank God for that.
thank God for that.
Yes.
So, the weather is anything that you can think of because it'll probably happen in the next 5 minutes.
At least there's no tornadoes
That is very true. That is very
Or
true.
typhoons.
or typhoons. Yes, yes, yes.
That is very true. All right, a little bit of a business. I know that Mr. Michael touched on the Irish pub a little bit. What kind of food do they have over there, Michael?
Um, a lot of I know they basically your basic foods, whatever. Like like there's I can't remember exactly what they have over there, but
I know he got some corned beef and hash,
yeah,
right?
he got corned beef and hash, corned beef and
Oh
cabbage, I
yeah.
think. Um, a lot
And
of it's mostly based around the Irish
Irish
platform, I think.
stew, all of that. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
definitely.
So it's based around the Irish. It's based around the Irish platform, or Irish theme, or whatever you want to call it, however you want to say it, of how to
Very,
what
very
you
good.
The
know
Irish
what
cuisine.
yeah, yeah. And then far as far as your drinks wise, every alcohol, beer, whiskey you think of, they probably have it in there. So
That is great, great to hear. All right, another place that we have that recently opened is our pizza place, which is down in the southeast side of the city. So definitely check that out. I had some of their garlic knots and breadsticks the other day, and they were superb. So I do recommend going to hang out with them and seeing what kind of things they have available. And of course, we have all of your bars that have been around for a while. Tequila Law, the Unicorn, out in the Pluto Bay, we have the Hen House. Out in Santa, we have the Yellow Jack. So definitely make sure that you're supporting local and supporting fresh because all of our business owners do a very great, great job.
Yes, yes, they do.
another
Yes, they
place I want to
do.
another place I want to promote is off the beach there at the Pearl, off the dock, or what do you call it, the
Off the
pier.
pier. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
a nice little place.
please go.
Pier out there.
The if you
Pearl.
want, please go check that out. There's some amazing seafood in there. I've had many of it: fried shrimp, fried catfish, fried octopus, octopus steak, whatever you think of, anything seafood, they have it. So please go check that out as well.
Yes, and speaking of the pier, they recently just renovated and redid the pier in general, where you guys can now, they fixed the Ferris wheel, they fixed the popcorn machine, they fixed all of that. So,
How about those
Los
bumper cars out there, Sky? I heard the bumper cars are just
You know,
fun,
bumper
crazy.
cars, they are fun, and I always lose every time, but they are fun, so I'll have to go back. Maybe you and I
You,
can do a little bit of dueling in that.
Maybe we can.
we, it's always fun when you get to flip a car over and and they gotta spawn and get a new one or something.
Yep, yep, and
Yes, it is.
you hope that they don't catch on fire, and you hope that you can delete it. All of those things. But again, we have the wonderful SAFD on hand with that. So if we do ever have a fire, or a mishap, we always know that we can call them, and they will back us up. All right. Alright.
Yeah.
And now we will get into the Good Samaritan highlight that we have going. And this highlight is going to a sheriff's deputy, and one that recently just got awarded in the sheriff's department out in Pluto Bay. We'd like to recognize Sergeant Lopez, who was just taken up from his category of a deputy to a sheriff's deputy, or a sergeant's deputy. I'm sorry, I probably said that name wrong, but in other words, we are very excited for him, and we thank our law enforcement, all of that, for the lovely work that they do.
Congratulations, officer.
Congratulations,
Yes,
Lopez.
congratulations, congratulations. All right, on to our music report. Have you guys heard any good Los Santos music lately, gentlemen?
Not really. I mean, I kind of keep my radio off just because you never know when you're gonna hear sirens coming from any direction. So it's kind of hard to hear. But mostly what I listen to is the music locker room. If I listen to music on the server, in my car or whatever, it's the music
Yeah,
locker room. So rather than that, I really don't listen to much music in my vehicles because I like to hear the rumble sound of my engine going down the street.
absolutely, absolutely. What about you, Dick?
Well, yeah, I've heard this new rapper. His name he goes by some name called Little D for some
Uh,
crazy reason. And all of a sudden, he's made a whole entire big deal out of it. He's jumping for rap over the country. I ain't never heard no such. I mean, why in the world would a rapper want to go to the country like he does? But I mean, he's making his millions in rap, and now he just wants to go to the country music. I don't know how well that's gonna work for
Maybe
him,
it's the
but
fact that he wants to do country rap. You never know.
maybe he wants to do the country rap. But you know what happened when you country and rap together? We all know what you get from that. So, but we'll have to sit back and see how he does. Little D, I hope you have some good luck with your future plans in country music and welcome to Los Santos country scene.
Good
sounds
luck, man. Good luck.
sounds like he's trying to be the next Lil Nas X.
He might be. He might be.
He very
Maybe
might
he'll
well
be
be.
successful.
Very well. And my personal favorite music from Los Angeles recently is non-copyright sounds. If you've ever heard of them, they are played throughout our bars, our a lot of different places around. Because you never want to get hit with that copyright strike, and you always want to be having that music blasting no matter where you are. So special thank you to no copyright sounds for being non-copyright, and thank you for the man who put them in to our lovely, lovely restaurants and bars and our cars and all of that. So that is my
Yeah.
personal favorite, music, because
We would hate for the FTC to jump up in here, and FCC and all those other
right?
three-letter government offices, giving us a hard time in our fine
Yeah,
city.
yeah, all the three. Yeah, definitely. Definitely have to agree. All right. Now, is there anything else that you'd like to touch on tonight, Dick, about anything, any topic?
Well, yeah, yes, I would. For a while there, we was having some major drug issues here inside the city. I know the law enforcement was cracking down hard and heavy on them, and then just like all of a sudden it just disappeared. But I've been hearing through the grapevine it slowly trickling back into our city through the gangs and the
Mm,
back channels of all the bad areas, including like Davis area and Grove Street. I keep hearing little things, but
mm.
I'll keep digging deeper and deeper on this drug cartel and drug trafficking, and see if we can't find out who this drug kingpin is. Well, excuse me, I can't say drug kingpin, the alleged drug kingpin. We'll see, find out who he or she or they may be.
That is very good to hear. Anything else from you, Michael?
Not this time. Nope.
All right. And another, learn that I a lot of different debates have been going on lately about the different coffee shops around because they had the feed machine, and now we have some other kind of cafes coming into town. I know the diner out in Toledo has some really good coffee, so there has been debate on whether titty milk coffee is still as
Ooh,
good as the uh the new normal, like, okay, there was a word for it and now I can't remember it, but you know what I'm talking about, like the new English coffee that they have at the diner. You know what I'm
Yeah, I know
talking
what
about?
yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So
yeah,
there's
yeah.
some debate on whether, and I'm totally blanking on the name right now. But it's something about swag. I don't know. I think this old woman, Granny Swag, named it. I don't know. It's something swaggy coffee or something like that. But there is the
Swagalicious sounds
swag.
like
There, you know what? You're totally right. Swagalicious coffee. There it is. I
Swagalicious.
knew
There we go.
I knew she named it something. You know, she got hit by a car the other day.
No way, not Granny.
No, not Granny. Is she okay?
I think I mean I heard that she's okay. I know that there was this crazy woman and male on the scene, but I think Commissioner Granali took care of that, so we thank him for that. But yeah, there has been debate on whether Titty Milk Coffee or Swagalicious Coffee is superior. Now, I have heard that some little birdies think that the Titty Milk Coffee is the best. So we may or may not have to test it out next time on our on the live here and see which coffee is in fact better.
We
I
may have to
agree.
have a taste test.
We may have to have a taste test. All right. Now, is there anything else you would like to get into tonight, gentlemen?
Uh, One thing that I want to get into is sports wise.
Yes.
We used the Maze Bank Arena for an upcoming event for NASCAR. Uh, by yours truly. I'm planning something here in the near future with that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Anything that you are seeing the plan in the future, Dick, or?
Not right offhand. I'm still digging deep on the missing Lenore Johnson case. That's been going on for years, and her disappearance has never been solved. So that's another little story lead I'm working on besides something about
Alright.
there might be some information out in the Sonora deserts. So we just have to keep digging out there and see if I can't dig up some of them dudes of information.
Good to know, good to know. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what kind of information we can dig on about that. Yeah, there are a lot of different things that are going to be coming up and coming in our community and on our show. I know that we have some guests here planned up soon. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to the commissioner of the Highway Patrol about that missing officer. And we
That's
do
terrible to
have
hear.
it is terrible, and we do hope that we find her soon, and we find the the men kind of in that story. But all the law enforcement officers are doing a great job with that. Um, so we hope that everything gets resolved with that. We also will be talking to soon. We hope to do a collaboration with a few other talk shows. So definitely be on the lookout for that. As well as some different programming within our own Weazel newscast. We hope to do some different separate shows that you guys will definitely see on your local listings sometime soon. And with that being said, I know a few other people who have some things going on. I know the Lost MC will also be on our show at some point, kind of giving a
Ooh, that sounds
yeah,
interesting.
they'll be giving a deeper down, because they recently took over the Lost from the Reapers, so or they collaborated with them. So we'll kind of be talking about them more about what's kind of going on with that, and how their upcoming is, and what great things they're doing for the community. I do know that they are going to be holding a few things at Tequila Lot in the future, so definitely be on the lookout for that. But other than that, I'm not. I think that is gonna do it for us tonight. Speaking of the server that we are on and portraying Weazel News on, this is the Kuffs FiveM server. You are more than welcome to check us out and join us at kuffsgaming.com. It is linked in the description right below for you. Definitely check it out. Join the Discord on there. Our lovely admins, Onyx, Rocket City Gamers, Buddha Rocks, Ace Pilot 2K7, and Ryan Wilson. They're all fantastic. And definitely check out all of our approved streamers. They are linked on the website, also in my bio, and that includes Emperor Rose, Cernal, Excalibur, Mikey18, Golden Buffy, Promes, Sean Caslin, Roan, Plays Games, Country Boy Gaming, Doolin, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody.
It's a whole list of
I
people.
a whole list of people. I think I covered everybody. I probably missed someone, and it's not intentional. But definitely go and check everybody out and get in tune. We will be back live every Saturday night at 8 p.m. EST. So come check us out and be on the lookout for more great things in Jamie's channel and Big V's channel, because they will also be posting a lot of different content and news content from themselves as well. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this little newscast, and we'll have a more official one next time, but we're kind of learning the ropes. So we do appreciate you all being here. I do want to give a few chat shout outs since we didn't get to do it earlier. So thank you, Rocket City Gamers, Leah, Bryson, Caleb, Joker Chris Tolbert, Caleb, Sadas, Arizona, Matthew, The Wolf, Cernal, Jamie, Craig, Julian, community member. Craig is also a community member. Jack Lynch, welcome, welcome. So I'm sure I missed a lot of people. Chad Harris is in here. Volunteer. Jason Emmett's in here. So thank you all so much for joining. We do appreciate you guys listening, and we'll take it out from here. So this has been Weazel News with Sky Davis, Dick Dastardly, Michael King Jr., and you can catch us next week live Saturday at 8 p.m. EST on Channel 14, and we hope you have a good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night. Thank you for tuning in. a beautiful, beautiful session right there. I think it went good for a first introduction to the community.
Disconnected.
Got our foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers, all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel. Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got our foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers, all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel. Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got our foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers, all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel. On whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers, all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.